Hi, it's Michael Taylor from TrackWorthy, and we are at Motorama, the Custom Car and Motorsports Expo. We are going to give you some highlights of the TrackWorthy car news from this week, and lots of it emanated from the 87th Annual Geneva International Motor Show. First up is McLaren. They have unveiled their second generation Super Series car, the 720S. As you might expect from a name like that, it generates 720 horsepower from its 4-liter twin-turbo V8. According to McLaren, it is lighter, faster, and even more capable than its 650S predecessor. It takes just 3 seconds to hit 100 kilometers an hour, another 5 seconds to hit 200 kilometers an hour, all the way up to the car's top speed of 341 kilometers an hour, or 212 miles per hour. You can read the full article, see the photos, and watch the video on our website. Next up is Porsche, and they chose Geneva to unveil their latest 911 GT3. Porsche says the connection between everyday driving and the racetrack is even more intense in the new 2018 GT3. It delivers motorsport-like performance and unfiltered driving experience, according to Porsche. At the heart of the GT3 is a 4-liter flat-six high-revving engine generating 500 horsepower. And the big news is that this 911 GT3 will be available with a 6-speed manual transmission. You can also get it with the 7-speed PDK, but for real Porsche files, they can now get this car with a 6-speed manual. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, or 62.5 miles an hour, takes 3.4 seconds for the 7-speed PDK, and takes an extra half a second for the 6-speed manual, getting to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.9 seconds. You can see the full article and photos and video on our website. Next up is Ferrari, and they chose Geneva to unveil the 812 Superfast, and it is super fast. The new car marks the 70th anniversary of the Prancing Horse's first V12, which came out in 1947. As Ferrari says, it's an uncompromising sports car that will deliver exhilarating driving both on the road and track. The 812 Superfast accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 2.9 seconds and can achieve a top speed of 340 kilometers per hour. It is powered by a new 6.5-liter V12 that churns out 788 horsepower and 529 pound-feet of torque. You can see the full article and photos on our site. And Honda has chosen Geneva to finally show us what the road-going version of the Honda Civic Type R will look like. We've seen the car that they've referred to as the prototype at the various car shows, but now Honda has released what we all hope will be on the road and the tracks this summer. It will come with a 2-liter VTEC turbocharged engine that will pump out 320 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. And you can get it with any transmission you want, as long as it's a 6-speed manual. No dual clutch autos available, just good old school 3-pedal 6-speed manual. And in fact, I ordered one last year, and I'm hoping that I will be in a Honda Civic Type R this summer. I haven't chosen the color yet. I'm debating between red or white, and would love to hear your thoughts on that. Let us know what you think. You can see the full article, photos, and video on our site. Next up is Aston Martin, and they had 2 pieces of news for us. One was the final name for what they've been referring to as the AMRB 001, their hypercar that they're developing with Red Bull. It will now be called the Aston Martin Valkyrie. And you can see our exclusive interview with Dr. Andy Palmer, the CEO of Aston Martin, and the unveiling of the Valkyrie at the Canadian International Auto Show. Just look for that video on our YouTube channel. The other piece of news from Aston Martin is they have released a new brand called AMR, which stands for Aston Martin Racing. They brought 2 cars to the Geneva Car Show, the Vantage AMR Pro and the Rapide AMR. Aston Martin Racing has had a lot of success since it was formed in 2004. They have 3 class wins at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. You can see the full article and photos and video on our website. And finally, some exciting news from Chevrolet. General Motors has created the most track-worthy Camaro in the car's history. The 2018 Camaro ZL1 won 1LE is, according to General Motors, the most track-capable Camaro ever, taking the track-focused 1LE formula to an unprecedented level by incorporating race-based suspension and aero technologies. And it comes with exclusive Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires. In preliminary testing, the ZL1 1LE was 3 seconds a lap faster around General Motors' 2.9-mile Milford road course than the standard ZL1. You can see the full article, photos, and videos on our website. And that's it for the news for this week from Motorama, the Custom Car and Motorsports Expo. And stay tuned for lots more exclusive TrackWorthy content and news.